Hi there everybody, I just thought I'd do a quick video. I haven't done one in a while, since last September I think. The main reason for that was that we got burgled and obviously laptops, cameras and all that went missing, so I sort of like lost my mojo for making models and indeed making videos. But my wife, she convinced me that it was time to get back on the horse and get some work done. So I came across something I fancied doing. It was a Gundam model, and what you see here is just a part of it. It's the shield, and I'm currently spraying the back of the shield. It's had its primer base, which was the Vallejo surface primer, and then it had the Revell Aquacolor. I think it's tar black as a pre-shade, and now I'm just going over it with some Vallejo Model Air dark grey. Not too heavy because I still want to keep the pre-shading. I still want that to come through. So yeah. Right then, on to the next segment. Now we're going to highlight. Some people like to call it post shading, but me, it's highlighting. And all I'm doing here is very lightly, and there is a little small amount of thinner in the colour cup prior to me adding the paint. Yeah, just very lightly picking at the areas I wish to highlight and bring to the attention. It was quite hot the day I did it, so yeah, like I said, a bit of just a little bit of thinner was quite necessary, even though you're supposed to be able to spray Vallejo Model Air straight from the airbrush. It does help it along a little. It also sort of adds a slight bleaching effect. Where I mean by it's not so thick, so the pigment is not doesn't go on all that well, if you get what I mean. So yeah, all I'm doing now is just picking the areas out, a small amount at a time, and it seems to be working well. Just removing a bit of a clog. I've noticed that with the Vallejo paints, they do tend to clog your needle a little, but usually I have a small piece of sponge with a little bit of thinner or a little bit of isopropanol alcohol on it, and I usually drag it away drag the clumps away that way, and it leaves a nice clean needle. But today, for that day, for whatever reason, I didn't do it. Some more fiddly bits now around by these recesses. Just try and pick them out and try and highlight them away from the pre-shading. Hopefully you'll be able to pick that up where the actual atomized spray is reaching. Thankfully I filmed this in 1080p. I'm using EasyVid for the first time because my Windows Movie Maker it just wouldn't work. I think there might be a driver issue or something like that, but anyway, I fancied doing a video, so I grabbed my camera, decided to film these few things, and here they are. Right then, the next part is the blue. As you can see, I use some good old Games Workshop paints. Incidentally, the two blues that I'm going to be using here, I actually mixed them up when I first brought an airbrush about 12 months ago. I actually use Windoline. I know, yeah, it sounds a bit odd, but a lot of people did say, yeah, you can use Windoline to clean your airbrush and to thin some paints. And I brought some Vallejo style dropper bottles, and I mixed up a few paints, and they've been sitting in a drawer for about 12 months. Well, yeah, just a little over 12 months, and I give them a shake. Well, actually, to be honest, I put a little stainless steel 5mm nut in each one because there was quite a sediment built up. Give them a good shake. Tried them on a few plastic spoons, primered plastic spoons, and they came out absolutely fine. As this segment shows, that it goes on really well. But just be aware that when you are going over pre-shading, little at a time, sometimes you think you've lost it, and as the paint dries it will come back to you, but don't get rushing back in with heavier coat after heavier coat, because you will lose it, and all that hard work that you've done with the pre-shading, that will be lost. Again, I use the Revell Aquacolor Tar Black, I'm sure it is. It's not as stark as black. It's you don't have to put over so many coats for it to still be visible, or try and hide it, whichever side of the fence you sit on. But yeah, it works well for me. Just making sure I've got the reverse side of the shield there, because when these models go together, if you don't already know, they're clip fit or snap fit models, so there's no glue required. So they're quite easy to make, but just a little bit more challenging to paint, because there's so many parts that you know, I didn't film anything other than this because I fancied making a video. But believe me, I've got another Gundam model which I'm starting soon. It takes a few weeks just to clear off all the nub marks and make sure they're clean and ready for painting. And I'll do another video and a short explanation of what I've been doing. Sorry, these are a little bit out of shot. I've never really filmed in front of a camera doing this before, so it was my first attempt. So yeah, that's how it looks, pre-shading coming through. The next one was my highlight. I used some of the Citadel Games Workshop paints again, but it was the Ice Blue. This is the old range. Now what I'm doing, this may look a little bit haphazard, but I want it to be a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit blotchy. And you'll see in some stills that I'll stick up later that it works well. You don't want it too close to the edge, you still want that shade to come through, and then your base colour, but it just gives a better effect all over of weathering without actually putting weathering on it, because these Gundam things, they're quite pristine. I'm not really into it, it's just how I came across it. It was I wanted to build something new to get back into model making, so I did a search for the Tau battlesuit, the Riptide I think it's called, and everywhere was out of stock, and they cost 50 quid, and during an image search a Gundam popped up. I thought, oh, they look alright. So I looked further into it and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. So went onto eBay, ordered myself a kit, and here you have it. Just checking over the piece now, just to wait for the paint to dry off a little. Hit it with a bit of air just to see, and then just pick out some more highlights in certain places where you might expect a bit of wear and tear, a bit of bleaching. Final few parts now, and in the second video that will be coming up, I'll cover the rest of the shield and some panel lining, which I'll be doing in front of the camera for the first time as well. So thanks for watching.